Here we go. So I'd like to talk about balance this week and how important balance is in our lives. Balancing our lives sounds obvious, but it goes deeper because we have to think about balancing not just our bodies, which we do in yoga, but balancing our mind, balancing our spirit. In yoga philosophy, we talk about the tree of Samkhya. And this tree is a tree of, it depicts the beginning of creation. And on one side is Shiva, the sun energy, and on the other side is the female side, the moon energy. So you have the male, which is sun, but what that represents, the sun energy, is as consciousness, is the ethereal part of our lives. And what the other represents, the moon side, represents Mother Earth, represents the moon, the tides, the flow, rational versus high energy. So this idea of the creation of the world, the earth, is reflected in our bodies, so that the right side of our body is our sun side, our male side, our high energy warrior side. The left side is our female divine feminine side, is our cool side, our fluid side, our cooling in many different ways, in cooling down the sun, but also your mind. And the two cannot work separately. The two must be balanced. And this is not about gender, the male and the female. It's everybody has both this male energy and female energies in their bodies. And it must be balanced at all times in order for us to know our true selves, to live our lives in harmony. And we also have 7 chakras, from the base of our spine to the crown of our head. And the middle chakra, the fourth one, is right between the earthly chakras and the ethereal chakras. And it is shaped, the symbol for that heart chakra, which is a 6-pointed star. So it has the apex pointed downward to symbolize the womb, the female, and then it intersects with it pointing up to symbolize the male. And it is the integration of the two so that we live in harmony. So that middle chakra handles all the others, and that middle chakra is also about love and compassion. So we're going to work on balance in our asana practice and throughout this class. So close your eyes, come inside. Bring your attention to your breath. When you breathe in, feel your whole body expanding as you fill with air. And when you exhale, feel your whole body contracting. The deeper the breath, the greater you will feel it. So deepen your breath. Take a deep, deep breath. Feel your body getting bigger. And when you exhale, feel it getting smaller. Balance from expanding to contracting, expanding and contracting. Continue with your breath for a few more rounds with those thoughts in mind. Return to your natural breath and slowly open your eyes. We're going to start with a heart opener. So swing your arms back behind you, your hands on the mat behind you, your fingers pointing forward, you're resting on your wrists. You're going to open your heart up to the sky, opening up your heart, the center of your system, your balance chakra. And we're going to do 4 cleansing breaths. You're going to breathe in deeply and sigh out through your mouth. That's a kriya, a cleansing breath. So here we go. We'll do it together. Inhale. Ha. 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 Once more. Ha. And push off your fingers and fold over your legs any amount. Opening up our hearts and now bringing our hearts inside. Balance. Inhale, unfold. Come up to sit, hands alongside your hips. Right arm moves away from right hip, left arm alongside left ear. Bend your right elbow and stretch, lateral stretch your whole left side body. Feel the stretch. Lift your left arm up to the sky, fingers pointing upward. Rotate your whole arm so that your thumb is pointed away from you. Then bend your elbow, bring the back of your hand to the back of your heart. And use your hand against the back of your heart to open up your heart to the sky. Come back to center. Bring both arms up alongside your ears. Exhale, send your left arm down, your right arm alongside your right ear. Bend your left elbow. Stretch from the hip to the fingertips. Inhale your right arm up to the sky. Rotate your arm, thumb pointing away. Bend your elbow, back of your hand to the back of your heart. Open up your heart a little bit more. Inhale, back to center. Deep inhale, exhale, twist to the right, your left hand on your right knee, your right arm supporting your straight, flat back. Look over your right shoulder. When you inhale, feel the crown of your head reaching up to the sky. And when you're empty of breath, twist just a little bit more. Inhale your arms up alongside your ears. Exhale all the way in the opposite direction, right hand on left knee. Twist to look over your left shoulder. And the same thing here. On your inhale, you get taller. After your exhale, you twist. Inhale, arms alongside your ears. Exhale, back to center. Bring your arms alongside your hips. Okay, send your arms, your legs straight out in front of you. Shake them out, rotate them. And then bring the soles of your feet together. Place your hands on your shins. On an inhale, you're going to bend your elbows, send your heart forward. On an exhale, you're going to curve your spine back behind you. Let it hang off your arms. Inhale, heart forward. Exhale, curl behind you. And keep this going, noticing how moving from one plane or one direction to the other provides balance for your spine. Allowing it to flow freely backward and forward. Next time you're in your cat spine with your straight arms, just come up to a neutral spine. Send your legs out in front of you, shake them out again. Bring your right leg into your chest. Open it out to the side. Square your shoulders as if both legs were out in front of you. Your left foot, leg and foot are active, toes to the ceiling, leg muscles engaged. Inhale. Exhale, engage your abdominal muscles, protect your lower back, and fold over your extended legs. You're actually hinging from your hip socket. Do not try and bend from your belly. Bend from your hips. Look up at your foot. Release your right arm and follow it as it makes a journey up to the sky and comes down and lands alongside your right hip. Use your left arm like a propeller to come up onto your right shin. Opening up your heart, send your arm back as you can to open up your heart a little bit more. And then come back to a neutral spine, your arm alongside your ear, your left arm alongside your ear, your left toes going in the opposite direction so that you have a full side body stretch this time. Inhale, exhale, bring yourself down. Let your left arm lead you down. Extend both legs. Bring your left leg to your chest. Take a breath and then open it out to the side. Arms alongside your ears. Inhale, engage your abs on your exhale. Fold over your extended leg any amount. Okay, here we go. Sorry, I don't know what happened. It just, good old Zoom. All right. So where were we? Okay, we finished, right? Doing that. Okay, good. Let's come on into a child's pose. So if you like to use a blanket for your knees, for your legs, just come to your child's pose. Extend your arms straight out overhead. Inhale, send your hips forward, your heart between your arms. Extend your legs back behind you. Inhale, exhale, swing your hips back behind you. Inhale, bring your hips forward again. Turn under your toes, downward facing dog. In your down dog, remember your chest comes toward your thighs, your heels towards the mat. You're pushing the mat away with, energetically that is, with your hands. And then walk your dog. You bend one knee, straighten it, bend the other knee, straighten, back and forth, like you're walking in place. Opening up the backs of your legs. And come back to your dog. Come forward to a plank. You're going to hold this plank for 5 breaths. Use your abdominal muscles to pull your strength in toward your back core system. Your wrists are under your shoulders. You're pushing into the mat. Long straight line from the crown of your head to your heels. It's a plank, a long line. Keep it strong using your core muscles. Bring your knees to the mat and slide your hands toward your knees. Come to stand on your knees. Right. Going to step your right leg forward and walk it away. Take a deep breath. On your next inhale, you're going to slide your hips forward, your arms alongside your ears for Anjaneyasana, a goddess, the female side. And you're going to send your left hand to the back of your left thigh. You're going to bend your right elbow and bring your forefinger and your thumb together in a salute to the moon. You're going to come back standing over your supporting leg. Your hips are over your knee. You're going to inhale, gather. You're going to exhale, bring that energy down to your heart, saluting the sun. Inhale, sun breath. Exhale, bring it down to your heart. Inhale, arms overhead, slide your hips forward. This time your right hand comes to the back of your left thigh. Your left arm creates a frame around your head. You look up at your thumb and index finger meeting. A salute to the moon. Come back over your leg, your supporting leg. One more time. Inhale, sun breath. Exhale, bring it down to your heart. Inhale and exhale. Right leg comes back, left leg steps forward, walk it away. The farther you walk your leg away, the more you will open up your quadricep muscles, your front thigh muscles. So it's up to you how far you want it to go. Arms streaming back behind you. As you lift your arms alongside your ears, you slide your hips forward for Anjaneyasana. Right hand to right thigh. Left arm curls, thumb and index finger together in recognition of the energy of the moon. Bring your arms back up. Bring your hips over your supporting knee. Bring your hands to your heart. Inhale. Exhale, sun breath. Inhale, a salute to the sun. Bring it down to your heart. Arms alongside your ears, slide forward. Left hand on the back of your right thigh. Bend your right elbow. Index finger and thumb join together for a goddess pose. A salute to the moon. Knee over, hips over knee, come back to center. Inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale. Bring your left knee back down alongside your right knee. Come to a child's pose. And then come up to a table pose. In table pose, your wrists are under your shoulders, your knees are under your hips. I'm going to do some more cats and dogs here. Again, balancing our spine. On an inhale, curl your spine towards the mat, your heart reaching forward. Exhale, arch your spine to the sky. Keep going at your own pace, noticing how your spine travels in two opposite directions to bring balance. Next time you're in your cat spine, pause. You're arching your spine to the ceiling. And then come to a neutral spine. Slide your hands toward your legs. And we're going to come up to stand. Okay. So to create complete balance, we want to salute both the sun and the moon. So that is where we are going with the rest of this practice. Okay, so we'll start in our mountain. Your feet are just a little bit away from each other. Your shoulders over your hips over your ankles, your head over your heart. Chin is level with the earth. Inhale. Exhale. Release your arms, send your shoulders forward, up, back, and down. Let your arms fall naturally by your side for your mountain. And release. And what I want to do first is go through a couple of the poses in sun salutation in the flow, because some of you may not know them, and it's always good for us to have refreshers or to balance. So in the sun salutation, I am going to tell you to come after plank, to come into 8-point pose, Ashtanga Namaskara. And I'm going to show you what that looks like. And it starts from down dog. So take a look. or you can do it with me if you know it. Come to plank. Knees, so your feet and your knees, there's 4 points. Inhale, exhale, bend your elbows back. You're sending your chest forward. And the rest of your 8 points, your hands, your chin, your chest down on the mat, your butt is up in the air. And then you'll extend your legs back behind you, come up to a baby cobra. And I'll talk about baby cobra later. If that is too difficult for you now, I always recommend trying any pose. But if it gives you stress, you'll come to a plank, bring your knees to the mat, bring your forearms to the mat. Slide your legs back behind you. Slide your hands alongside your breasts to come up into your baby cobra. And baby cobra is just lifting your head and shoulders. You're not pushing into the mat with your hands. And then melt back down. So that is an 8-point pose. All right. Another thing I will be asking you to do is to, from down dog, I will be asking you to step your right foot forward. Now, not everybody can make that step in one step. So what you'll do is you'll step, and use your hand to get you the rest of the way, right? And then you'll step forward and have a forward fold. Okay, so those are a few things from sun salutation. I'm trying to think most of moon salutation is a little bit more intuitive. So here we go. I'm coming forward to make sure that you're all hearing me. Okay, good. All right, so come to your mountain at the top of your mat. So you should be standing. Okay, I can't see, it looks like you're not standing, so. All right, mountain pose. Sun salutation, inhale. Exhale, fold over your legs, knees may be bent. Inhale, come halfway up to a flat back. You could have your hands on your thighs or your shins to create a long, flat back. Exhale, fold, bend your knees, send your right leg back, send your left leg back, plank. From plank, 8-point pose, knees, chest, chin, or the alternative that I just showed you, coming into baby cobra, you're not using your hands. Your legs are together. You're going to, on an inhale, push yourself up to a plank or come through your knees for downward facing dog. You're going to take 5 breaths in down dog. And as we go through this with a little bit more speed, you will be very grateful of spending this time in your down dog. In vinyasa flows, like sun salutations, down dogs are a resting pose. Inhale your right foot forward. Inhale your left foot forward. Take your time getting there. Fold over. Come halfway to a flat back. Fold back down. Soften your knees. Fly out and up and down the center line. Okay, another sun salutation. Inhale, exhale. Inhale halfway, exhale, fold, left leg goes back, right leg plank. 8-point pose, knees, chest, chin, or the alternative, baby cobra. Fold back down. Turn under your toes. Come through plank or bent knees to downward facing dog. 5 breaths. Step your left foot forward, your right foot forward. Fold over Uttanasana. Come halfway to a flat back. Fold back down. Soften your knees, fly out and up and down the center line. Okay, so we're going to do a sun salutation again, and we're going to add on some poses. Inhale, exhale, fold. Inhale, halfway to a flat back. Exhale, fold. Right leg goes back, left leg goes back, plank pose. 8-point pose, knees, chest, chin, baby cobra. Melt back down, turn under your toes, downward facing dog. Step your right foot forward. Place your left foot flat on the mat behind you. For warrior 1, feet. Bring your arms alongside your hips. Let them stream alongside you. And bring your warrior up from the earth. Warrior 1. Inhale your arms back behind you. Send your arms, your knuckled straight down to the earth. We're going from a victorious warrior with his hands up to the sky to a humble warrior for balance. Inhale, exhale. Come forward halfway. Inhale, exhale. Come all the way down inside your leg. You can have your knuckles reaching for the sky or streaming back behind you. Push your feet into the mat, come back up. Release your arms. Windmill your arms all the way back down to the mat, come back to a low lunge. Bring your left knee back down to the earth. Turn over your toes. Stream your arms back behind you, Anjaneyasana. Bring the goddess in to the sun for balance. Bring your hands down to the mat. Step your right leg forward, downward facing dog. Step your left foot forward. Step your right forward. Fold over Uttanasana. Fly out and up and down the center line. Okay, let's do the other side. Inhale. Exhale, fold. Inhale, halfway. Exhale, fold. Left leg, right leg, plank. Knees, chest, chin. This time, bring your hands by your chest, full cobra. Your pubic bone stays on the mat. Your arms are close to your ribs. Your shoulders are not shrugging up. They're away from your ears. Turn under your toes, downward facing dog. Step your left leg forward. Plant your right foot down on the mat, flat on the mat. Warrior One legs. Stream your arms alongside your hips. Push your feet into the mat for balance. Bring your warrior up from the earth. Victorious warrior. Arms back behind you in Yoga Mudra. Open up your heart, brave heart. Inhale, exhale, come halfway down. Humble warrior. Inhale, exhale, devotional warrior. Send your knuckles up to the sky or straight back behind you. Push your feet into the mat as you make your way back up. Lift your arms, bring them down to the mat. Come to a low lunge. So you're stepping on the ball of your right foot, right knee to the earth. Come up, stream your arms back behind you. Anjaneyasana. Bring your hands down to the mat, turn under your toes. Step back to downward facing dog. Step your left foot forward, your right hang over. Fly out and up and down the center line. Excellent. Right. So we're going to move on to our moon salutation. Balancing sun with moon, left with right, male with female. Start from your mountain. And then you're going to step your feet wide apart. You're going to open up your arms in a big V shape for a 5-pointed star. The star sparkling in the night sky. You can inhale, and then on an exhale, a slight back bend to hug the moon behind you. Feel the full moon, the radiant full moon. Bring your hands together overhead, interlace your fingers, keep your index fingers pointing up. Look up at your finger. Inhale, and on an exhale, you're going to follow the tracing of the half moon. Your finger reaches the mat. Remember, you can soften your knees at any time here to help with your forward folds. On an inhale, you're going to retrace that half moon. Release your arms, step your feet together. Bring your arms back overhead once again, interlacing your fingers, crescent moon to the right. Come to center, to the axis. Crescent moon to the left. Come to center, jump your feet apart or walk them. Come to goddess. So your goddess can be a little bend, or you can bring your hips farther down as far as your knees. If that works for you, whatever works, be cautious of your knees here. We're going to do a little goddess dance in a honoring our moon. Right hand comes in front of your belly, left arm frames your head. Inhale, exhale to the right. Inhale, center. Exhale, opposite side. Inhale, exhale, Inhale, exhale, inhale. Swivel your feet or step them into warrior one legs. Send your arms back behind you. Your knuckles reaching for the earth, straighten your left leg. Look up at the stars for a stargazer. Release your arms, bend your knees, swing your arms down onto the mat. Bring your weight over your left foot. Lift your right leg any amount, as high as you like, or could be straight back for a shooting star. Your hands are on the mat. Or you can try to bring them to your left ankle. Right. Then bring your right leg back down behind you. Swivel around to the long edge or step your feet apart for a wide-legged forward fold to expose the new moon. Heel toe your feet a little closer together to fly out and up and down the center line. Step your feet together. Right. Let's do the other side. 5-pointed star. Full moon. Bring your hands together to draw the half moon. Retrace the half moon. Let's stay right where we are with our hands and jump our feet together. Crescent moon to the left. Axis in the middle. Crescent moon to the right. Come back to center. Jump into your goddess or step. You can step too. So this time your goddess is going to do something different. Bring your hands to your thighs and circle your hips one way. And then pause and circle the other way. Come to center. Swivel your feet to warrior one feet or step them into warrior one if you're not moving around your mat. Interlace your fingers back behind you, straighten your front leg, stargazer. Send your arms straight up, bend your knee, bring your hands down to the mat. Lift your back leg for shooting star. Bring your back leg back down. Oh, and I skipped this last time. Bring your arms Okay, sorry, I don't know what's going on. Okay. I'm going to unmute you so I can hear you.
There we go.
Okay.
Hi.
You now.
Yeah, we just
Okay.
couldn't hear you for a couple of minutes.
Okay,
Basically.
all right. So what I was showing you was half moon pose. So I wanted to do another moon salutation with half moon. But for the sake of time, let's just do half moon all by itself, solo. So let's do it from warrior two legs. If you have a block or something like that, or if you have a chair to lean your arm on, you know how to do that. You're going to bring your weight over. This is my right leg. You're going to bring your leg over, your hand to the floor to lift your back leg. And you can look up, you can keep your gaze down, whatever works. All right. Good, good, very good. Let's do the other side. Warrior two legs. You're going to bring your hand down to the mat, bring your weight over your left leg as you lift your back leg. And then bring it down. All right, very good. Needed to get that half moon in. All right. So let us come back down onto the mat so we can do a few final things on our back before Shavasana. So when you first come down to sit, have your legs straight out in front of you, Dandasana. Toes to the ceiling, crown of your head to the sky, legs are active, elbows reaching back behind you. Arms straight up overhead. If you wish to bend your knees a little bit here, you can do that. And let's do that first. We'll do that all together with our knees bent. Inhale, engage your abs. Exhale, hinge from your hip creases. Take the outside of your feet or your ankles. And then straighten your legs. Fold over your legs any amount. You should be a bit looser now at the end of class. Look at your feet, bring your arms alongside your ears and hinge all the way back up. Release your arms. Send your arms straight out in front of you, your palms facing each other, and make your way onto your back. Go as slowly as you can. It will help to strengthen your core by doing that. Bring your knees into your chest. Have one hand on each knee. Open up your knees to the side. You're going to make circles with your knees. So you're sending your knees are far away from each other. Now send them forward. Bring them back together. Send them into your chest. So you're making circles with your knees, separate circles. Next time your knees are into your chest, go the opposite direction. And then bring your knees into your chest, roll from side to side. Come to center. Bring your feet to the mat. And we're going to do our inversion now. So lift your hips. If you have a blanket or a block or a pillow, you can slide it underneath your hips, below your waist, to sit your sacrum on whatever it is you have, a blanket, and then one leg and then the other go up to the sky. Send your arms straight out from your shoulders. And just enjoy this inversion. One of the reasons this feels so good is it's draining excess fluids from your legs, but most importantly, it is regulating your blood pressure and slowing your heart beat just a little bit, like it does before you go to sleep, into relaxation. Bend one knee, bring your foot to the mat, then the other, bring your foot down. Press into your feet to lift your hips and remove whatever you may have under it. And then lengthen one leg, lengthen the other, coming into a Shavasana. Let your legs open naturally. Your palms are facing upward. Your whole back body giving in to gravity. Just breathe. Feel your breath. Om Namah Shivaya. I surrender to transformation and welcome the changes that will lead me to who I am. Take a breath. Begin to reawaken your body. Roll your head from side to side. Make gentle movements with your hands and your feet. Send your arms overhead, your feet away from you for a big, long, full body stretch. Then bring your knees into your chest, hug them, and roll from side to side. Come to center, and then roll over on whichever side you prefer to come into a fetal position. Make your way up to sit. Bring your hands to your heart. And let's try moving forward this week, this month, this year, to keeping our balance, keeping our body, our mind, and our spirit balanced. Namaste. Thank you so much.